Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I have what looks like just a regular old external hard drive enclosure, but this one has a secret. It's got a hard drive in it that comes with thousands of retro games on it. This hard drive has supposedly 38,000 retro games that you can play via Launchbox and Retrobat. And at the time of making this video, this is only going for 20 bucks, which is an insane price, even if this is half good. Now, keep in mind this is only to be used on your Windows computer, not on a Mac, and you can't plug it into a smart TV. You need a PC for this, and you'll need a halfway decent machine to play games for PS2 and up. Now, I'm going to be using my Optiplex 9020, which has an i7 4770 and a GTX 1050 Ti. Now, I've looked at other retro hard drives in the past before. I think the last one was a 2.5 inch hard drive. This one is 3.5 inches. Keep in mind that the 2.5 inch drives don't need any more power. The 3.5 inch ones do, so they need to be plugged into the wall. In the box, we got the hard drive, a USB cord to plug it into your PC, and the power adapter. It also has this manual that actually looks like it's from a different product. This is actually for a dual bay docking station, and it says absolutely nothing about being a retro hard drive, so that's kind of interesting. Okay, so let's plug this in and see if this really has over 38,000 retro games on it. Okay, I got the hard drive plugged into my PC. The first folder that says Install Me First. These are basically files you may need to run everything. However, I know already that I have these files. I feel like most people will already have these files, but if you don't, they are here for you. Then we have folders for Launchbox and Retrobat. These are the two main front ends you can use to play your retro games. Playnite is also on here, which I know has some Windows games on it. I'm actually not really interested in those. I feel like most people who purchase this drive really only want to play the retro games. So the first thing I'm going to try out is Launchbox. So I am going to speed this up a bit, but this takes about 40 minutes for me to actually go from clicking on to actually the program opening up. And okay, there we go. We are up and running, and it looks like based on the bottom, we has 4,193 total games in the Launchbox section, with over 1,000 Sega Genesis games. Okay, so let's quickly go through the systems one by one. We have 11 Xbox games here, not too many. For Nintendo 64, we have 393 games. For NES, we have over 1,700 games. And for GameCube, we have 26 GameCube games. And we have 7 Switch games, that's all. And wow, only one Wii game, which is odd. And only 2 Wii U games. And again, over 1,000 Sega Genesis games. Sega Saturn, we have 27 games. PS1, we have 41 games. PS2, we have 41 games as well. And PS3, only 3 games. And for PSP, we have 88 games. And for the SNES, we have 758 games. Okay, now let's try to start up a game. We'll do Nintendo 64. We'll do Rampage 2 here. Okay, the game runs fine, and if you hit select and start on your controller at the same time, it'll go right back into the main Launchbox menu. Okay, let's try something else. Let's try a GameCube game. Let's try Soul Calibur 2.
Now! Don't worry, Talum.
Battle 1. Fight!
Okay, now let's try a Sega Genesis game. Let's try Comic Zone. Okay, next we'll try a Sega Saturn game. Let's try Daytona USA. So I'm keeping this one on mute because of the music in the background. Not sure if I would get a copyright strike for that, but as you can see, a great game. This runs pretty well on here. Okay, now let's try some PS1. Now let's try a PS2 game. Now remember, these games are going to run better if you have a decent gaming PC. I tried NBA Street 2 here, and it ran pretty well. And next up, we'll try a PSP game.
1. Fight! KO!
Okay, now I'm going to try Retrobat in a moment, but I do want to show you guys that there is a manual on the hard drive that you can click on that gives you a little instructions on how to get this up and running. Okay, now let's see how long it takes to open up Retrobat here. Okay, we are now in Retrobat, so just going to scroll through some of the systems here. And we do have some of the same systems we had on Launchbox. Now, right away, I see that we have arcade here. We have MAME, we have Final Burn Neo. So I'm just going to jump right into an arcade game here. Okay, now let's try some Atomic Wave. We'll do some Dolphin Blue here. All right, now let's try some Dreamcast. But I mean, so far, this is not too bad for only 20 bucks. For people that don't want to put together their own collection, this is great.
Showtime!
Ready. Fight. Good.
Up there! Put it up!
Good. Level 2.
Web swing!
All right, now I do want to show you guys what the Playnite option looks like. Again, you got some Windows games on here. That's what Playnite is for. It's like a front end for Windows games, basically. And I'm not going to try any of these games, but I'm just going to scroll through to show you guys what's on here. So, in my opinion, the $20 price tag is worth it. It is kind of strange there's only one Wii game on this, but then again, the drive is only 500 gigs big. If you like old school arcade and SNES and Sega Genesis, this is going to be perfect for you. If you're interested in picking this up, I'll have a link below, and let me know if you have one of these retro hard drives and if you like them or not. But that's going to do it for this video. Please hit that like and subscribe button. I would appreciate it. Thanks for watching.